Chosen vessels, what's the deal? It's Druuill. You already know I'm back at you again with another video. Shout out to the Druuill Nation. Shout out to the Galactic family. Shout out to the chosen vessels. Everybody hit the like button, hit the share button, and don't forget to subscribe. Let's get right into it. They are mad because the game is over. There's nothing they can do. No matter how much they copy or stalk you, it won't take your focus. Game's over. They're mad. They can't take your focus like they used to. And they're still trying to get underneath your skin and get your attention. But you have trained yourself to not care anymore because they've done everything that they could possibly do. The game is over. You realize that they are not going to change. You realize what type of people are out there now. You see who's who. The veil has been lifted from your eyes, from your mind, from your mind's eye. You ask God to reveal to you, to show to you who you shouldn't have and who you should have in your life. So now you are using your discernment clearly, and the game is over. People are petty, and when you take your attention and focus and put it on yourself, they feel some type of way about that. They feel that you should be giving them your undivided attention because that's how everybody else interacts with them. Everybody else interacts with them and sees them for who they think they are. You see them for who you know they are. And you're not going to back down. You're not going to look at them the way they want you to. You're going to see them for who they are and how they act. You're not big and bad just because you think you are. All right, people aren't big and bad just because they think they are. They think that they can come to you in your reality and this is how it's going to go. They think it's going to go however they want. You start to focus on yourself. You take that attention away from them. Now they're going to copy you. And what they'll do is they will do any type of copying, any type of thing that you like to wear, any type of thing you like to do. If they know you're about to go stand somewhere, they'll stand there too. They do really weird things. Like you're about to go use the bathroom, they'll go use the bathroom. If you're about to go walk and stand at the end of the street, they'll go walk and stand at the end of the street. It's all because they see you and you're not paying attention to them. But the game is over because they've done that so many times, it doesn't bother you anymore. And the more they do, the more you realize that, wow, this person is really trying to get my attention. Once you get over the fact that this is something that doesn't bother you anymore, even though it used to, that's when you know you're leveling up. Because I know this is something that's frustrating. I know this is something that can irritate a person. And they do too. That's why they do it. But the game is over. All right, it's game over. They have done so much to you psychologically to where you had to do mental gymnastics and you had to think your way around all their games that they tried to play with you. All right, these people will act like they're not playing games with you, but knowing that they are. That's called gaslighting. They've gaslit you so much. They've waged so much warfare on you that now you're ready and you're more powerful than they could ever imagine. You're ready to crush some heads. You're ready to crush some skulls. You're ready to step on some scorpions and snakes because you don't have any time for these people to keep playing with your destiny. You don't have any time for these people to keep playing with God's calling on your life. You're a peaceful person. You stay to yourself. You don't want to be bothered. But all because you don't worship these people like a god. They got beef with you. But it's nothing that they can do. Satan has already lost. The battle's already lost. You already won. You already came out victorious. Put your hands up in the sky. All right, wave them side to side. Because, it's time to celebrate. You already won. They already lost. and they're not going to be able to get in your head. They're not going to be able to get underneath your skin. They're not going to be able to win. They're not going to be able to fight as hard as they did in the first place because you've toughened up. You realize that they're clowns. You realize that they're on some BS. And you don't have to pay attention to BS. You don't have to give any of your positive energy away to BS. You don't have to focus on people that are playing games with you. And that's why the game is over. We got the same shirt on, okay, whatever. You go do this the same time I do it, okay, whatever. They do things to get in your head to make you feel some type of way, and nobody else sees it or pays attention to it because it's not happening to them. So when you go to try to discuss these things with others, try to talk about these things with others, nobody's going to be there to hear what you have to say. Nobody's going to care about what you have to say. So you have to care about yourself by ignoring these people. No matter how hard it is or how difficult it is, you got to muster up enough energy and enough focus to not pay them any mind. And that's why I made that post the other day about God focus. You got to call on the focus from God. You got to ask God to help you focus, because all it is the devil trying to distract us, right? So we call on God. We ask God to help us stay focused in the midst of devils and demons who are trying to set traps for us to retaliate and get into some trouble. All right, these demons don't like to see you with no problems. They don't like to see you problem free. They don't like to see you carefree. You got people out here who want you to be going through the same things that they're going through because they hate life and they feel everyone around them should hate life as well. But we got bad news for them. It's going to be a cold day in hell when a child of God hates their life. Because once you get past the suffering stage for lack of knowledge, once you start to equip yourself with knowledge, once you start to equip yourself with the right tools, the right coping skills, the right mental tactics, because they got their tactics, so you can have tactics too. If they have tactics to try to make you lose, you need to have tactics for you to win. Those tactics for you to win is giving everything to God, going straight to God. All right, whatever we can't control, we just have to let him have it. All right, because the devil will try to use these people to try to ruin your plans, to try to ruin your good, to try to ruin your life. They want you to be frustrated. They want you to get into a altercation. They want to see you in a bad situation. So you have to be careful and you have to watch out for these folks. All right. They do all types of child's play. All right. They honestly think they're like a character in a movie. They think they're like Chucky. That's who they think they are. They think they're these stalkers. They think they're these villains. They think they're these haunting characters in these movies. All because we don't retaliate. All because we ain't put our foot up nobody's behind yet. So the game is over because you don't care. You do not care. And they're starting to feel it. They're starting to be upset. They're doing anything and everything for a glance. These people need you to look at them, and as soon as you look at them, they look away. What type of special stuff is that? That I'm not even going to equate that to anything anybody with a mental deficiency that actually has one, because these people are just stuck on stupid. They stuck on stupid, doing things to get attention from somebody else that doesn't care about them, that never cared about them, that's never going to care about them. All right, these people have an infatuation and a fascination with you, and they can't shake it. And they're upset because you don't care about them the way they care about you. But they don't mean you any good. They don't mean you well. So you would be a fool to engage, to entertain, to make friends, or to even make an associate, to even be cool with somebody just because you see them all the time, or you see them every day when you step outside, or you go to the store, or they're in your neighborhood. It doesn't make sense for that. If somebody doesn't mean you any well, and you can see that on them, that you have to go with your instinct. You got to go with your gut feeling. You got to go with your God feeling. Your gut has a brain in it. All right, your gut is like a brain in itself. The gut does thinking for you as well as your brain. That's why you got to eat the right foods and you got to put the right foods in your body, because your gut does thinking for you. So the game is over. All right, we know who we are and we know who they are. We know that we're the destroyer. We know that we're the game skinner. We know that we're the ones that have to fight up against their negativity. But it's a silent battle, because when you don't say anything and you don't respond to them, it kills them softly. They're dying inside, waiting for a response. They're triggered by you being not triggered. They are triggered by you not being triggered. Your silence is killing them. When you're unbothered, it's killing them. That's why when you ignore them and you don't pay them no attention, they seem to not be able to leave you alone. So get ready. When you ignore them, they're going to up the ante. They're going to stand in your way. They're going to make you say, excuse me. They're going to make you acknowledge them. It's all part of who they are. It's all part of their game. It's all part of them being used by the devil. It's all a test to make you a better person. So just accept it. You're going to have to be a better person. They're going to continue and maintain that POS mentality, that piece of ish, that piece of ish personality, because they don't want to change. They're not going to change. You can't expect them to change. Nobody has to change. We have to change ourselves to where we're unaffected. It may be painful, it may be hurtful, but it's called growth, and we got to go through these things. All right, unless you know what, I'm not even gonna say that. All right, we got to go through these things, and you have to make yourself the better person. All right, unless you want to end up like them, unless you want to end up being like one of them, I'll say that instead of what I was gonna say. You don't want to be like them. We don't want to be like them. They are trying, the devil's using them to try to change us into them, because the devil doesn't like it when you go to God with your problems. The devil doesn't like it when you choose to elevate instead of descend. The devil wants you to descend with them so he could be your friend, and you could welcome all the negative, other negative buddies in your world and in your reality. So don't do it. There's no point in giving these people more power than they deserve. And they don't deserve your power, because your power belongs to you. But because you're strong and because you work on yourself, they want to break you down. They want to break the strongest person down. They want to walk around and know that they're able to get to you because you're more powerful than them. You're better than them. You have a better spirit on you than them. And because they're evil, they think they're stronger than you, because they participate in breaking people. They've destroyed people. They have a whole group of people that they know that because of them, their lives have changed, and they altered their lives, and they'll never be the same. And they want you to be the next victim. But you're smarter than everybody that they dealt with before. And that's why they're so mad at you. That's why they give you those evil stares and those evil looks, because they know you know. They know you know they're rotten to the core. They know you know they're not worth much. They know you know that they don't even respect themselves. They don't value themselves. People who respect themselves and value themselves, they wish everybody well. People who respect themselves and value themselves, they wish everybody well. They don't wish you any harm in any type of way. They don't want to see any bad done to you. That's how you know you got somebody that's got good character versus somebody who's got a broken spirit and a broken character and a broken mind. All right, they are broken minded. You are sound minded and they are broken minded. They want you to think it's something wrong with you because it's something wrong with them. You're walking around damn near perfect, covered by the blood of Jesus, and then they want to come in and try to throw you off your path, try to make you slide back, try to make you descend, and try to make you end up in the same situation as them. They want you to hate yourself because they hate themselves. They want you to hate yourself. They want you to hate your life. They don't want you to be happy. But the game is over. It's nothing that they can do to take your happiness. You realize that you are now freely giving away your positive energy, and now is the cutoff. Now is we're cutting it off. All right, they are cut off from this supply. They're cut off from this energy. Whether it be positive or negative, they're not getting anything. Be neutral around them. That's what gray rocking is. You showing them people no emotion. They try to upset you, nothing. They compliment you, nothing. You don't give them nothing. They didn't give you anything, they can't take it away. So when you learn not to make these people the primary focus of your existence, whether they're doing something, whether they're trying to be your fake friend, or whether they're in the love bombing stage, or whether they're upset because you see how fake they are and you choose to stay away from them. Now they're in the stage where they try to devalue you. Luckily, you didn't put yourself in a position to be discarded, because you see what type of person this is. They wanted you to be that slow. They wanted you to be that stupid to where you would get with them and they could discard you, get to know you, talk about you, talk bad about you to all their friends. You could tell by people's mannerisms, their body language, facial expressions. We see through people. We can read people like books. You probably had people gaslight you in your experience and tell you, I could read you like a book, when you were the one that could read them like the book. They can't even get past the first freaking page of your story. They can't even get past the first page of your story. You're the one that could read them. They can't read you. They couldn't read you if you tried. They bust a brain vessel if they tried to read you. You can't read God. You can read the word of God, but you can't read God. They can't read God. We got that God in us. That's why they're constantly trying to figure us out, and they can never do it. They can never pinpoint our next move. They only thing they could try to do is seem like it. Only thing they could try to do is appear like they know our every move. I'm outside wearing the same clothes as you. I'm outside doing. I know you're going here. I'm going there too. Like, you need attention that bad that you have to take time out of your life to schedule a weird interaction with somebody that don't want nothing to do with you and will never want nothing to do with you ever in life. So they have to force themselves on you, because that makes them feel better when they have that control, when they're able to get to you, when they're able to get underneath your skin. It's like a burglar hitting a lick. They like, oh, gotta hit that lick, gotta rob that bank, gotta steal from somebody, gotta do something bad to somebody, gotta do something wrong to get it. Some people are addicted to that feeling of just having to do something wrong, just having to do something ignorant, because they don't know any better. They went down the path of destruction, and now they're addicted to those demonic feelings. They're addicted to being overtaken and possessed by that demonic spirit. Makes them feel alive. You know how you feel good, you feel blessed, you go to God, you feel restored, you feel rested, you feel joyful. They get all they want their horns turned up. All right, they want their horns to pop up out their head. That's how they feel alive. Some people just like dark, twisted, messed up stuff, and they like doing it to innocent people who have nothing to do with them at all. That smile on your face is what upset them. The fact that you are a happy person and you're not underneath them and being destroyed by them is what upsets them. You're weak in their eyes. They should have power over you. They should have control over you. You should be doing everything they're saying. They think you're weak. They think that you're easy. They think you're an easy target. They think you're easily controlled. Not anymore. We're not going for it. You got to control yourself. So that way nobody can control you. Nobody will be able to push your buttons again. Nobody will be as much. They may, even if they get to you, it's not going to get to you like it did before. You're going to be able to breathe it off. You're going to be able to give your problems to God, because you're going to know who you know who you are. You know who they are. That's just a devil upset because my anointing. That's just a devil upset and jealous because I'm chosen. That's just a devil upset and jealous because I'm a child of God and I act like it and I walk like it and I talk like it. People don't want to pick up the phone and answer the calling on their life, but they want to try stop you. They want to try and stop you from picking up the phone and answering the call on yours. Bravery and courage and fearlessness and courageousness and strength are things that the devil hates and he doesn't want to see in you. So when he sees you courageous and strong and fearless, he has to try to test that. He has to bring people. He's on assignment. He has to bring people in your life to see if you really trust what God says, to see if you really have faith like you say you do. So since you have faith, since you trust God, and since you know that they don't have any power over you, it's game over. It's nothing to fear anymore. You may have feared this weird activity at one point. Now you don't fear it. Now you know it's just haters. It's just people who are envy, people who are trying to stop your destiny. Now you're not telling nobody nothing. You're staying to yourself. You're not exchanging energy with people. You keeping everything. You keeping all your love to yourself. You keeping all your good to yourself. All your good news, all your good energy. You keeping all that to yourself because people messed up. When it comes to you, people messed up. They thought that they could do you dirty, treat you any type of way. And because you had always walked around happy, they thought you was stupid. They thought because you walk around smiling and feeling good that they could just continue to treat you like crap, and they thought you'd stay around. They don't think that a person who's happy can be smart because they honestly think that their little game is being smart because it helps them manipulate people. It helps them get things in life. They think because they can get things negatively and demonically and in a devilish way, they think it makes them smart, and they think it makes them better than other people. I can get this faster than you. I can get this and you don't have it. That's wonderful, bro. But at the end of the day, you got it in a sleazy way. So that's good for you. You're going to get karma for that. I'm going to be righteously put up. I'm going to be righteously blessed and raised up because I'm doing things the right way. And that's not to say bad people still can't get what they want, but it's a price to pay for that. I'm not paying it. You can if you want. Me personally, I'm going to do what's right and get mine. All right? Doesn't matter how much they stalk you. Doesn't matter how much they copy you. Doesn't matter how much negative things they say about you. None of it is going to have any effect on you anymore. They said everything they could say. They've done everything they could do. They've copied you. They've copied you so much. It doesn't even matter now. You're past it. You're mentally past all of that. You see these people and you bless them. It doesn't even bother you no more. Okay, whatever. God bless you. And you go on about your day. These people cannot get in your head anymore. You're not letting them. If they do, you kick them out. It's that simple. You focus on a new thought. We were putting our focus all on them because they were negative, because it was something we didn't like, because we put too much power into it, because it was evil, because of past traumas and past triggers where we gave people all our power when we didn't know any better. There's still a little bit of that left. So what you have to do is you have to correct that. You have to dig yourself up out of that hole to where you change your mind to where you don't react to people negatively anymore. You can change your mind and reprogram your mind to react to people in a peaceful, poised, serene, calm way. But you have to meditate. I anchor my thoughts on peace, poise, serenity, and security. When you start your day with peace, when you start your day and you let yourself be aware that there are certain people out there in the world that may try you, but they have no power over you, it's game over. It's all about how you set your mind up. Instead of setting your mind up, giving these people your power, being afraid of them, fearing them, not wanting to interact with them because you have a perception that they have more power than you when they don't. Just because somebody knows how to get underneath your skin or bother you doesn't mean they have more power than you. It just means they know how to have power over you. So what you need to do is flip the script and reverse it and have power over them by putting your power and your strength in God instead of putting your power, your attention, and your focus on the devil and what he's trying to do to you and how he's trying to destroy your life. You can be aware of that, but as soon as you become aware of it, you give it to God. You can know that there's negativity happening, but as soon as you see it, as soon as you become aware of it, as soon as you first notice it, you give it to the Father. And that way you don't have to deal with these issues. None of these problems will be yours. You'll be able to go off about your day and be happy and peaceful and joyful and not let these people get to you. All right, the game is over, and there's nothing they can do. No matter how much they copy, stalk, it won't take your focus anymore, because now you know what to do with your mind. You know how to control your mind. You know how to use your mind. That's the only way they could get. That's the only reason why they were able to get to you in the first place, because you were letting them control your mind and you didn't take control of it yourself. So now we are taking full power and full control over our mind. Nobody may have showed us the ropes. Nobody may have taught us because they wanted us to continuously be abused and manipulated for the rest of our lives. But guess what? Get over it, because now you're able to, all you need is your peace. If somebody didn't show you something, if somebody didn't care about you enough to help you get through something because they wanted you to continuously struggle in an area and not have peace because they didn't want to see you happy, there's levels to this, all right? Make sure you stay focused on the right things and you keep your power within and focus on your inner power. Don't give these people your power. All right? They don't deserve it. They're not worth it. I'd like to thank you all for watching this video. Smash that like button, smash that share button, and don't forget to subscribe because the game is over. I'd like to thank you all. I'll see you all again in the next video. It's been another DruTube special. Shout out to the Chosen Vessels. We definitely out on this one. Peace.